Fire Force is incredibly underrated. The animation, the sound effects, the characters, the story itself, it's all very well done. It's very engaging. Now, so what makes Fire Force so good? Well, everything that I was looking for when I started watching My Hero Academia is what I found in Fire Force. I don't want to compare it that much, but that's basically the reason. So my introduction with My Hero Academia is when I first saw Todoroki versus Midoriya during the tournament arc. And though the art style was very good, I do like the art style of My Hero. The animation is the animation they repeated a lot of it. The animation in the last like 10 or 15 seconds or maybe 20 seconds of the fight is the one where you can really see their effort. Most of it is just the storytelling. There's not much that actually happens on screen. So basically, I judge an animation's quality based on frames or more specifically movement. So how many things move on screen, how well they look moving. And with My Hero Academia, the best one that I saw is All Might versus Nomu, because there was so much movement there, and different camera angles were used that really immerses you in the fight. With Funimation, though, the camera angle aspect is also rarely used, similar to My Hero. It's very hard to change. They're not really filming it; they're drawing it. So yeah, there are a lot of movements in all of Fire Force's fight scenes. It doesn't just go. It's not like a laser fight. Laser fights are boring, no matter how beautiful it is. And yeah, so the way the main character fights Shinra, he basically uses his entire body and mostly concentrates on kicks. He can fly, yeah, and basically that's the way he fights. He can fight on the ground and but prefers to fight while flying. So it's very physical with the way he fights. He doesn't try to burn you or throw a fireball at you. He kicks you, he punches you, he smacks you around. And I like that. I like that in terms of fight sequences and animation. That's what I'm really looking for. That's why Hajime no Ippo is really good. That's what made Yu Yu Hakusho a big um anime because of the fight scenes. The fight scenes were very physical as well. Though Yusuke's spirit gun is not attached to him. It's an energy attack. He usually engages first with the enemy physically. And yeah, so that's something that I really like with Fire Force. And the story is very neatly tied up. So from episode 1 to episode 25, it carries over very smoothly. It doesn't seem like it's an episodic thing where there's one story here, then next episode it's another story. It flows seamlessly for me. It's perfect for binge watching, though I didn't binge watch it when I was watching it. I think I watched at least like 2 or 3 episodes a day. Just to savor it because I really do like it. And with it, issues of the anime, and regarding how Funimation for were like destroying this. I don't know why. It's really not like that. It's the scene where Tamaki, the buff girl, uh defeated the main two guys, Shinra and Arthur. You can tell when you actually watch it that they weren't really that serious with it, and that is part of the episode. Both Arthur and Shinra were very cocky, and they just needed to be, you know, uh, they really needed to know where they are, because Fire Force works as a team. Unlike in My Hero, where yeah, they do work as a team, but they're still expected to handle villains one by one, on mostly one on ones. With Fire Force, being like sort of an alternate or parallel version to actual firemen. Yes, there are actual firemen in the show. They work as a team most of the time. They need to work as a team. Yeah, the fights are kind of one on one, but in each and every mission, they're a team. Um, they will never be expected to just go in a mission completely alone. No, in My Hero, yeah, they need to learn how to fight alone, because if you see, like with All Might, his fights are mostly just him. His history of saving people is him taking on a lot of bad guys. With Fire Force, it will be always a team taking on maybe one bad guy or also a group of bad guys on one-on-ones. Nonetheless, they have to work together, and that is emphasized in most episodes. With Shinra and Arthur, they needed to let go of their ego, because this is a team effort, and if they just stay like that, they will either hurt themselves or cause someone's death. The story has more of an impact for me, because it in I think the first four or first three episodes, they do discuss, or they do show why they're important, why the Fire Force why Fire Force is important, why the Force is important, because they do show why what they're doing is important, because they in I think the first four or first three episodes, they showed the lives of normal people, of people who are not pyrokinetics, and basically just normal people living their ordinary lives, and with the premise that there is spontaneous human combustion, people just bursting into flames and basically being tortured by it. They do show the importance of what they're so that's how they show the importance of what they're doing, and how it affects them personally. It's not a game, it's not something that they do to be recognized. It's something that they have to do because there's this phenomenon happening. So I like how the story is basically a huge mystery. There are many people with secrets in the story, and so it maintains this air of mystery. Though it's not a detective show in any way. It For me, it balances the story, the characters really well. So yeah, basically those are the things that I'm looking for in any anime that I watched. Um, basically the gravity of the situation, how likable or how likable the characters are. I never really cared whether I can relate to them or not. I just look at their like perspective and or upbringing or their backstory and how they act, whether it actually makes sense. And the for shonen, you will have to consider the fight scenes, and I love the fight scenes in Fire Force. And you can really tell that other people outside of the story matters. The background people, the people they're trying to save, the regular non-pyrokinetics, their lives matter to our protagonists. The mystery is really good. I really liked it, especially near the last few episodes. I don't know if you've seen it, but yeah, you should really pick up this anime, and that's basically it. Um, what else can I say? You can look up some of the fight scenes online first if you want, but I assure you that all of the fight scenes are very well animated. It doesn't really drop in quality. It doesn't drop in quality at all, and it's really fun to watch because there are a lot of movements. People aren't just throwing fireballs at each other. Okay, it actually kind of reminds me of Avatar, where each move they do, there are other each whenever they use the elements, they have to perform some sort of martial arts move. So though there's no martial arts except I think for Shinra, there's a bit of martial arts for Shinra, but I think mostly he just makes it up with his power. Um, it's kind of like that. A lot of movements, very well animated. The characters are very likable. There's fan service. Shonen. There's just as much as fan service in shoujo anime. So yeah, go watch Fire Force if you can read the manga. Go for the subs, not the dubs. Always subtitles. Never go for the dubs. The dubs are poisoned. And yeah, that's it.